capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of American Dream Trading's live futures education and training broadcast. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by, owned by, managed by, incorporated into a legal business by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach, because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, and my personal favorite, futures, and also the focus of this broadcast. Glad you all can be here today. My name is McC. I am your host here from 2 to 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. Glad to have you with us. You know the routine. If this is your first time being with us today, as you click that like, subscribe, share, and buttons, and turn on your notifications so that you do not miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. So glad you could be here today. We had another good day, another great day, another count-changing day here at American Dream Trading. A little rough start this morning with the markets till they decided what they wanted to do. Quite honest with you, I made the bulk of my money not until around 11:30 this morning Eastern time. We had some nice breakouts on all the indices. It wasn't that we couldn't make money in between there, because we did, but it was we had some really nice 2-minute EWO plays the coach teaches us how to do. And as you can see on my screen, you see this is the NASDAQ NQ, or in this case the chart's MNQ, which is the micro version. Same chart. But we had a really nice run, and it's continuing to run up to the upside. Now, you can see all this chop earlier this morning, right? Had a nice open over here, got a little choppy down to the downside, shot up, had a nice run up there to here, and then got into some chop zone and stuff that I know I didn't want to play with that much. And then around that 11:30-ish mark, it just kind of took off. Everything, all the indices kind of matched suit. Getting a little heavy up here at the top right now, but we'll see what happens. We'll trade the trades as they occur. There's a really nice downward play, the break and hold of the 9 to the downside. You could have played and be making a bunch of money right now. So sometimes you have to wait for the setup you're waiting on. Trading is not all about just jumping in and out all day long. Sometimes you need to wait, and that is the hardest part, right? Waiting on your setups to happen. If you jump in too soon, you can end up in losing trades, so it's best to wait. Do not compromise your entry criteria. So you have to determine what that is, and we help you with that. How to recognize what's a good trade, what's a bad trade look like, when should I get in, when should I get out, when should I shed holdings if that's what I want to do, right? All those things. What all these indicators mean on your chart, what is the historical levels. And we provide all that to you because American Dream Trading is an education and trading program company. We're not a call-out group. We don't tell you to buy XYZ Corporation or when to sell XYZ Corporation. I should look that up. Is there any XYZ Corporation? I keep saying that all the time, thinking it's a non-entity. I should look that up. Somebody Google that. XYZ, a real corporation? I keep saying their name. If it is real, I keep giving them free promos, so I'll have to find something else. One of our paid members, Google that. Let me know in the chat there if it's a real corporation or not. So anyway, we don't tell you that. We want you to develop the skills needed to determine what's a good trade, what's a bad trade, when do I get in, when do I get out, how do I do all the things I need to know to make
Gold
those
double
decisions. Top. Thank you. Gold double top.
XYZ is Block Inc.
Oh, it's a real company?
Yeah, it's a stock.
Okay, I'm going to have to make up something else then. Okay.
It's
well, you're welcome, XYZ
Corporation.
Corporation. I've been giving you free plugs forever.
Right now, the stock is trading at $74.22, and they had a pretty good day today. I don't know what they do.
Well, maybe we turned ourselves on to something new. Not tax investment or financial advice, of course. Right.
It looked like It look like it get pretty good volume too. Block. What do I know Block from? Block commercial services.
Yep.
I don't know,
So,
but
yeah, we
XYZ
want
is
to
the
help you develop those skills, and it does take time. It takes a lot of work, takes a lot of effort, it takes showing up, right? It takes listening and learning, taking notes, asking questions. And we do all those things here for you at American Dream Trading. We start training and trading as early as 4 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Fridays. And we also have training sessions on Saturdays and Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, actually, with the crypto group. So we are literally in here talking about everything trading 7 days per week on live Zoom calls. Who else does that? Absolutely nobody. We do that, right? You may get these live free TikTok feeds, but we actually do live training where you can open up your mic and ask questions, and we can deep dive into what it is you want to know. And we've done that all day long today. We had a lot of great questions, and hopefully we provided satisfactory solutions to those questions and answers. Various subjects today, anything from psychology of trading to how do I use a specific broker software that we kind of help support. We don't support them all. There's a few that we can help our members with that are some of the more popular ones that our members use. I had a few questions on that. How do I do this or that? We covered that. We also have training videos that we've created on how to do those things. But sometimes you get one little question, somebody needs an immediate answer, and we'll do that for them. We also have produced over 2,800 absolutely free training videos that you can find over there on our free YouTube channel, which is appropriately named American Dream Trading. Head on over there, check that out. Make sure you click subscribe and like over there also. That helps our logarithms, and we greatly appreciate it if you would do that. Let's see here. Let me check this message that I just had pop up over here.
Gold hitting his head on the 200.
Oh, look at her. Oh, I love her so much. One of our mods that we have that works behind the scenes, answering tickets and all that, and helping. She's also a video editor. I'm sending her a message back. If our paid members that have our Discord will go to the videos on demand section over there, which will be found under, obviously, the heading under training video access. If you go down to the videos on demand section, click on that. There you will find the training that we did last night and this morning for you to review. Look at that. Boy, I'll tell you what, Arlo is the bomb. Thank you, Arlo. I know you're not in here, but thank you anyway. I did send her a thank you message. She is the best. I'll tell you what. We just got the greatest mods in the world in here working for American Dream Trading.
Got oil taking a dump.
There we go. So old gold's on to the downside. Not necessarily defecating, but it is moving to the downside. Right? Good play to the downside there. Break and hold below the 9. Great entry point, and it also blew through the 200, which it didn't even really pause. It didn't give it a second thought. Look at that big pull to the downside. I believe we had a world leader speaking somewhere on the TVs or something that we heard about, right? I don't know if that's what's happening here. Could be just from profit taking.
He's still speaking.
Okay, that explains it. Mr. T is talking apparently, and I'm sure there's tweets going on and all those other things. Don't know what he's talking about. I didn't really pay attention. I could have looked it up, but I didn't. By the way, you can find out whenever Mr. T or any other world leader, by going to their government's websites, they actually publish that information ahead of time, so you know what their schedules are and when they're scheduled to speak. Of course, we know world leaders with the internet nowadays, you can speak at any time you want to, right? So, but those ones that are scheduled, we prepared for. Our members have been talking about it all day, that Mr. T was going to be speaking later on today, and he's speaking now. And we were prepared for it. In other words, we were more diligent in our trades, making sure we're managing our stops in case something adverse came out that affected the market, right? Might be good for one area and bad for another. So depending on what you're trading, something may go up on this speech and other things may go down on this speech, right? from what I could see, it looks like, well, the indices are holding their own. Not really, a little bit of a down pull, not that big, not as dramatic as gold was, and it's already settled out, right? So short-lived pullback. So anyway, that is that. So go to our Discord for our paid members and free members. If you have access with a membership level, you can look at our video demand for extensive training. We're always continuing to produce training materials here each and every day. All right. Thanks, Doug, for that note also. All right. So I'm going to do something here real quick. Okay, whatever. So
What you doing over there?
I'm looking to see if I can take a screenshot of this and then repost it elsewhere. A little self-promotion, for my little video thing that I did there, that we did together as a group live the other day, yesterday, right? So this will have you guys in there. So there you go. Check it out. I haven't looked at it yet. I just seen she sent me a message saying that the work was done. So we thank her for that. There's a lot of work goes into video editing. I know I don't want to do it. It's very labor intensive, right? So pause here for a minute while I do what I want to do here, right? Hang on one moment. There we go. Let me copy and paste this here real quick. Hang on. Please stand by for the next available operator. Give me about a minute here. Couple bang bang postings here. Take me about another minute here. By the way, if you have any questions concerning futures trading or trading in general, feel free to put those down there in your social media chat box, and we'll do our best to answer your questions live as time allows. And one more down here. Hang on. I can't run that. There.
Quadruple bottom on gold.
All right. There we go. Anywho, all right. Back to the regularly scheduled program, already in progress. I accomplished what I wanted to there. Okay, let's take a quick look here. By the way, since we're at it here, we had a commercial break there. Let me give you a commercial. We still have, among other things, our three different memberships that are available with a 7-day free trial. We've had a lot of people take advantage of that. Not as many as I would hope, because it is absolutely free. Matter of fact, we have one of our members is wrapping up his 7-day free trial. He was pleased with what he saw behind the curtain. Blew his mind. He said his mind was melded with all the information that we provide daily. He's been hanging out with us all day long in the live Zoom chats and or live Zoom training and asking questions and using the Zoom chat to communicate. It's been pretty nice having him there. Very active. We're glad you've been here with us. So, and he started by watching us live here on these live feeds. So we do appreciate and we do look forward to you grabbing one of those memberships when your budget allows you to do that. One of them is the premium membership. That's live Zoom call training with Coach and the other trading moderators. starting at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday through 4 p.m. We also have the crypto membership, which today is, by my clock and my calendar, is Wednesday. They have live Zoom call training tonight at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can get that 7-day free crypto membership also, absolutely free for 7 days, and join into the extensive live Zoom call training tonight at 7:15. In other words, take immediate advantage of that membership. They also have some pop-up live Zooms as to their time allows. They're both very busy. Bucko and Chris are excellent crypto traders. They know their stuff. I haven't yet to see a question that's been asked them they didn't know the answer to. And the information that they have will make your mind melt also. And then we have my personal favorite, and I have a vested interest in because I love it so much, the futures, which is what you're watching now. We have live futures training starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. You can get an absolutely free 7-day membership to that also and join us live in live Zoom trading. Matter of fact, each and every one of those memberships come with all the full paid and access to everything a paid member has. So you get to use all the things that we have. You're not restricted at all at those membership levels from any documents, trainings, live Zoom calls, you name it. You get it just like you're a paid member. And we treat you just like a paid member because, and if you don't, I'll just ask Tony there. He's here on his, I don't know, is today your last day or tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. His last day of his 7-day free trial. He's gave us positive feedback, and we do appreciate that. He's enjoyed his time so far and all the information that's available. Anyhow, take advantage of that. I don't know what you're waiting on. There's no catch, right? If you wish to remain a member, then all you do is do nothing, and then you'll be billed at the current monthly rate. Or if you don't want anything, it literally takes unchecking one box, and your membership will end automatically with no further charges or any charges at the end of your 7-day free trial. And of course, you can flat out cancel it at any time, but it is free for 7 days. Take advantage of it. I don't think you'll regret it. And you get a taste of what we really do here, because these live socials that we have that you're watching, they're only the tip of the iceberg. You don't have a clue all the things that we do, all the training materials that's available, the live Zoom calls, that training, and be able to deep dive into questions, into trades. Matter of fact, we hand walked through this, was the Russell, actually, the Russell 2000 trade today. We had a green EWO. Matter of fact, right there's where we started walking through. Let me shrink this down so you can see the whole picture. All right. We got into a 2-minute EWO. Here's where it showed us where to get in after we evaluated what was going on, right? There was our entry to the upside. It's just now recently pulled back a little bit. Matter of fact, it's coming right back up to, trying to work its way back up to the highs that we rode up. Big money maker, count changing. And I also participated in that trade. And we walked and talked through the trade. Of course, we didn't tell people when to get in or when to get out, but we did walk through it, and we talked out loud what was going on and why, and should we stay in the trade, should we get out of the trade, those things, what to look for, right? With all their training, you put all that together, and there was a lot of money. There's a lot of wheelbarrows worth of money right there in that one trade, right? I measured that earlier, and I forget what the number was, but if you'd got in at EWO, you would have had about a 200-tick climb on the Russell Index, and that's $5 a tick on a E-mini, right? 50 cents on a micro. So that's $100 just for one click of the mouse, or $1,000, right? Just by having one E-mini contract. Imagine if you had 5 or 10 or more of those, what that added up. That's just, it doesn't get any easier making that kind of money when it goes straight up. And again, these things don't happen every day necessarily, at least not to this extent, right? And so we walked through that, right, and reasoned through it, and talked what we were looking for. And then, you had to decide when you wanted to get out, right? So it was a very good little session there, and all the other indices pretty much took off. So you could have got into the Dow or ES or NQ at the same time. We just so happened to be looking at the Russell, right? So, and that's what we were trading. Now, the other members were trading, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and the Dow, depending on which one they liked. The one we actually walked through live together as a group was in the Russell 2000. You can see here's the Dow, did the same thing, right? And all these charts pretty much look identical. See, there's the peak, a little flat consolidating pullback, and it got heavy, and then it went back up again. Now it's getting heavy again. So the other ones are doing pretty much the same thing to the overall, right? There's ES. Now it did have a little bit of thing here, but it's doing, these pretty much all look the same. You can almost overlay them together, right? And that happens occasionally. Usually the Russell marches to its own beat sometimes, but other times it don't. So look, you can see they're all climbed up. Any one of those trades would have made you a boatload of money today, right? Gold had some nice movement today, also a little choppy. You can see it got in this channel here, right? You had to work for your money, but man, there was some nice raises up to the top here, some nice down plays. Got into, like it typically does, got into consolidation right here in this channel. It's really hanging out in this channel when you look at when you zoom out, right? But that would be money-making opportunity for channel trading. You can see where these candles here, this is what you would call channel. Identify the peak and the bottoms, ride it up. When it gets up to the peak, sell off, play it back down the downside, rinse and repeat, up and down, up and down, up and down. Those are all money-making things. So just this one alone, we'll just measure this here. Those are about 66 ticks. So we'll just say, because you never get in perfectly or get out perfectly, we'll just call it 50, right? If you'd have got 50 ticks each way on gold, right? 50, there's one, and we'll say that's about a half one. That one would have been a little tough, but you still could have done it, right? 50, we'll call that, we'll give that about 150 total. I'm not going to measure each one. So there's 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. Again, I'm just guesstimating, right? If you just played this channel. And gold pays $10 per tick. There's $400 just playing up and down, right, in the channel, right? So there's a lot of money you can make doing that. So, and that's another skill that you learn over time. It takes a lot of work. You got to be really laser focused, right, to recognize it and decide whether that's the type of trade you want to make. And it's not always straight up and straight down. You can see here, right, they all went to the same little minor level that's in between, the median of that level, right, essentially. So it traded half that channel for that little time period, dropped back down, blew through it, did it twice more since then. Is this one going to do the same? Well, I don't know. Time will tell, right? But I could have got in here at the bottom like we would have here. These are longs. These are shorts. These are longs. Those are shorts. This is a long play. It doesn't, you would still here, maybe even if it only goes this halfway mark, that's still good money, right? So the possibilities are there. You just have to learn to recognize them. There's it's about a 40 tick, right? So there's a lot of money made, right? Just channel trading, let alone all the other things, right? So that's a skill. You have the EWO where you can play that. You can scalp. You can channel trade. There's different ways that you can make money using different trading strategies, right? So we teach you how to do all those things here at American Dream Trading. Membership has its privileges. Obviously, we can't deep dive into all these trading strategies here in this limited time that we have together. What's going on over there, TikTok? Let's be smashing them like buttons. Paid members, you can open up your TikTok and go over there and smash them heart buttons also, like I'm doing right now on my own, right? So let's get that up to 15,000. That's our goal over there. It also helps the logarithm, gets the message out. Appreciate that. Hey, Just Sell It over there on YouTube. Good to see you. Doug's over there. Bogdan's over there. By the way, Bogdan's one of our new paid members. Glad to have him here today till he had to leave. Now he's watching and listening on the fly, right? So even though he can't be in the live Zoom call because duty called and he had to leave, he's kind of monitoring through this live free thing. So hopefully you enjoyed your first day. Yes, he is top strike. That is true. Market is reacting to that. Our members already knew that before it happened, at what time he was going to start speaking and all that. That was a publicly published time when he was going to start speaking. And we were prepared for it. We were watching our positions to make sure something didn't go against us. And you can see, paid membership has its privileges. We were all alerted to that fact before it even happened. All right? So, we can capitalize on economic news. We also had the news at 8:30 and at 10 o'clock today, 9:45, were other scheduled economic newses, and market reacted a little bit, not too severely, but it did react, and we capitalized on those things. So let's keep them hearts a popping over there on TikTok. Let's give them thumbs up over there. Over on the YouTubes, let me see how many people give a thumbs up here. Let me refresh this. I can see how many people are actually here. Well, we got 2/3 of you. That means 30% haven't given a thumbs up yet. Let's get on that. All right. Bogdan said over here, yes, just the first few hours were definitely worth it. So appreciate that positive feedback there. He joined us today. He found value on his very first day and the amount of time that he was able to spend with us. Hit them thumbs up over there, YouTube. Let's go. And smash them likes over there. You can get them hearts a-flying over there. Let's start clicking. Ernie, thank you for the liking of the live over there on our TikTok. And the rest of you, if you please share it out, we'd appreciate that also. Why am I number 2 in likes over here? Well, come on now. If I could beat you while I'm talking, clicking the heart button, come on. How it can't be that hard? I'm not even looking and I'm clicking the button. All right? So there you go. I'm doing all. I can't do it all. I can't do it all. I'm giving it the best try though. So let's start clicking those things. All right. We want to get our viewership up to 100, over 100 again today. Let's hit that. And the only way we can do that is the logarithm spits it out, right? And by clicking and liking and sharing, you'll be helping us do that. All right. So what do we got going on? Do I want to enter a trade here? Is there any trade worth entering yet? Well, let me give you I can look at every one of these charts and determine within a few seconds at most whether I even want to enter the trade, or I can develop a plan in a matter of seconds what is my entry criteria, right, for entering the trade. So I already have NQ up here. I'd want to see this break and hold really to get a good play above this double top here, right, to get back up here. To the downside, I want to see it break and hold below this trend line before I think about entering, and then I can play it to the downside. MES, probably the same situation. This is pretty easy actually because they're all looking about the same. Break and hold above this double top. It would become a triple top if it gets up there. That would be my entry from here up. To the downside, I want to see a break and hold below this red trend line that's here. I respect those indicators. Same thing with the Dow Jones. It's making this easier. I want to see a break and hold. At least up here above my trend channel, I can play it clear up to here to this double top, and I got to be very cautious. The more conservative play would be to wait for a possible break and hold by this level. Will it do it? I don't know. To the downside, same scenario. I want to see it break and hold below these indicators. I can play this down to my trend line because there's quite a bit of room right now. I can make quite a bit of money between here and there. And then I want to see a break and hold below that trend line, playing it down to the 200 for a possible slowdown, if not a rejection off that, and see what happens. If it breaks through that, keep on going, right? So there's a possibility there. The Russell, M2K, same exact scenario. The charts all look the same. Want to break and hold above this level here, which would pretty much be above this green line here, the top of our trend channel. And our friend gold. I would definitely, if either I'm going to decide to channel trade this, right, or I want to wait for a break and hold out of these tops up here, or the bottoms down here. So above the green line, above the red line for sure, right? So now, can I jump into this channel after it comes back up here? If it rejects, yeah, I can make a play to the downside. We'll have to get there and wait and see. Problem is right now, the volume starts dropping off. You can see my volume candles here, right? You can see there's a downtrend in the volume overall, and that's typical after lunchtime, after 1 o'clock-ish, generally 1:30-ish. You get that less and less volume. Most of the volume is going to be in your major indices, such as the NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Dow, and the Russell. Questions, comments? We'll answer them live. You can type them into your chat box now. Paid members, same thing. You can still ask questions. Just because we're live don't mean you can't ask a question. If you don't have questions, that means you have more available time to click them thumbs up buttons and the hearts and the likes and the shares. Take some time to do that for us. Appreciate it. Hello?
Yeah, look,
Hello.
I need a few slaps.
Okay. There you go. There's 3. That's a few.
Just love it. Love it.
Yes, this is real life.
Real life. All right. Let's sit here and try to find a trade. Part of trading is waiting, right? Waiting for that setup. If you jump in too soon, it can be disastrous for your bank account. So you really want to wait and take the time and wait for those good setups, right? Now, can I take a scalp here off of this double top? Yeah, I can. I don't have a line here, but see the top of these candles here? You can look back and see they all kind of peak there. So I'm going to wait and see. I'm not going to pop a line there, but I can see where a possible entry could be, right? Now, that would be a quick scalp. Maybe be able to run that up if it gets enough oomph to it, to the upside. Don't know that that's going to happen. Well, there is a lot of large orders to the upside, potentially here. I'm going to wait and see what happens here. I'm looking at my L2. I see a lot of large orders stacking up on ES. Doesn't mean that they're going to fill, but that 855, which just is above where this candle is at right now. Starting to see a little bit of 856s, those type of things, right? Now, I did not wait for the break and hold above this level. Let's see if that destroys my account, right? You can see I'm already in a losing trade because it has not broken, held above this level here, right? I want to see a nice clean break there, and if you don't wait for it, you can end up paying for it, right? So I'm down $25 because I didn't wait. So now I'm in here, well, why am I losing money? Well, because I did not wait on the proper entry criteria, right? So this is what can happen when you get impatient and don't wait. This could very well go completely the other way, right? Now, that quick, I'm down $50, right? On a micros. That's a lot of money, right? On a micro in a movement. So you really want to make sure you're following your entry criteria, your entry rules, right? Whatever it is you decide how you want to enter. I tend to use coaches' rules and training and education to help make my entry decisions, and that is waiting on the break and hold above this level here. So actually my entry would be up around here somewhere. But I entered here where that candle was at, right? And it had not broken. I just want to show you that that can be detrimental to your trading account, right? Now, I still see a bunch of large orders there, so this may end up going green anyway, but that's beside the point. You cannot compromise your entry. If you do, you can end up hurting yourself, right? And you're in a red trade and you wonder why, right? Actually, I did that live in front of our paid members earlier today. I was trading my small account, and I don't know, for some reason I thought that was a break and hold, and after I clicked the button and I got to looking at it and pulled back, I'm like, what the heck did I see? Was I hallucinating? Did my cataract getting away? But I didn't see a break and hold, and so it did what it's doing like right now, pulled back. And I had to sit there for a few minutes. I did get fortunate. It did climb back up, and it actually made money, right? So I got fortunate. It's better to be fortunate sometimes. But you don't want to trade like that. You want to set yourself up for the best possible entry, right? And me, by not waiting on my entry criteria, I compromise what I would normally do. And now I'm paying a financial penalty for that. So don't do that, right? So that's what can happen, right? Well, it might pop up there. Yeah, it might, but that's not the point. The point is I broke my own criteria based on my training and education that I love to trade by and that I know works. Why do I know it works? Because I've proven it works, right? Other members have proven it works. It's my main strategy. I do it every single day. So I know for a fact with my own eyes that it works, right? So, and now I'm sitting here waiting. Oh my gosh, what if this sits there too long and goes against me? What if it goes the other way? Now I'm really out a lot of money, right? So, them orders are still hanging out up there. There's a lot larger orders to the upside than there is to the downside. Problem is you got to find buyers that want to pay that price, right? And right now they don't want to. They're just sitting on their hands. They're waiting on somebody else to go first. And that's why this is not moving. Looks like my screen's froze, don't it? That's because the volume just died. Here's your volume candles. This is the only real-time data that you get on these charts is your volume. And look how it died. Look how I'm sitting there. Now, if it can break and hold above that, I can pretty much tell you that you're going to see these volume candles go. But they're all waiting. They want somebody else to go first. Well, I went first. What's the matter? What's the problem? Oh, my little 5 micros, they don't make much difference in the world of trading, do they? All right. So do not compromise that, right? Just like you wouldn't compromise your moral principles, right? Don't compromise your trading principles. They're important. There's a reason you have them. You have things that drive you, things you won't do morally, right? If you're married, there may be certain things you won't do, right? Certain things you shouldn't do, because if you do them, it's going to cost you a lot of money in court, right? When your significant other divorces you, right? Type of thing. So there's penalties to be paid for compromise sometimes, right? So stick to it. It's hard to do. You get that itchy trigger finger on that mouse sometimes, and you want to jump in there, right? So is it looking just as bleak as it was a few minutes ago? Yeah, it hasn't. My situation hasn't changed, right? Are them orders still there? Now I got a big order down. Once may want to pull it down to 852. Where's that at? 852 and a quarter. Well, that's clear down here. That's bottom of this candle. That wouldn't be good for me, would it? But it's looking to fill that order because it sat here too long. And the psychology is if it sits there too long, people get nervous and they say to themselves, well, this ain't going up no more. I'm getting out of this trade. I'm going to cash out, right? And then you get a plummet in the pricing. Now, if it doesn't sit here too long, eventually somebody may get an itchy trigger finger and they'll start throwing a bunch of orders in, and then you can get that pop. But you'll see this probably get energy once it gets right here above this level, right? Right here, pretty much above this candle. Here it comes, right? Watch these volume candles after the fact. See if anything happens. Oh, look, I was green there for a second. Hold $6, right? Now I'm back to zero again because it's fluctuating, right? Now I'm down $6. Well, that sucked. Why did you take the $6? Well, I could add, right? In my own mind, I want to see $10 a contract if I can get it, but I'll take whatever I can get. Now, if this comes up here and stops, I may get out of the trade, right? If it gets up here a little higher because these other candles are here. Then I got to watch right here, right? My goal is to get up to this next level that I have on my chart, but right now, I'm sitting here stuck in a dead trade. The other bad thing, the real true cost of being in a losing trade and holding on, right? Managing it, as long as it's not too bad. You're sitting here. This is not disastrous right now, right? It's not going to ruin me if I lose $12. I don't like losing even $1, right? But what if something else is running right now and I'm tied up and focused on this trade? Now the opportunity to cost of my money is being tied up because I'm focusing on this trade, right? It's usually not a good idea to divide your attention between other trades. So maybe gold's running right now to the upside or downside where I could be making $10 a tick, or a micro making $1 a tick, right? And getting rewarded financially. What's it doing? It's coming up here. I might be able to missing out on a downward play. Can I do 2 trades at once? Yeah, I can. But I usually find out when I do those kind of things, it's not very good for me, right? Because you can't really concentrate on the trade. What the heck was I trading? Oh, yes. Okay. So I better concentrate on the girl I brought to the dance, right? So she don't get mad and leave. Take all her money with it. Right here's that 852 I was just speaking of. All right, so now we're getting a little bounce. There's some 853s. People are maybe putting a little bit of orders. I have one huge order down at 850. That one better not come up. That would be really bad news for me. That'd be clear down here. That'd be a ginormous pull. So I'm watching that. I got my eyeball on that 850. Uh-oh. It may want to come down there and get that. Because why? Why would I want to pay 852 when I come down and pay 850? You know, if you're trading millions of dollars, that makes a big difference, right? Large accounts. So I'm still only down 25, but that big order's sitting down there now. That's kind of scary. Now I do have an equally large order at 853, right where I got in at, as a matter of fact. 853.75. There's a big 100 contract order there on ES that I can see. And there's more at 854, 855s. But it's a matter of battling between which one's going to win, right? The longer it sits here, the worse it is for me. As you can see, it's consolidating. Now, the other thing I can do is just rip the bait off. It's like, okay, I'm tired of waiting. I'll take the loss. Get out. Let me go move on to something else. Maybe like gold, which gold ain't really moving a whole lot, but it is moving. It's got more action than what this other trade that I'm stuck in on the S&P 500. I could be missing it. We'll see here if I regret it, because look at these channel trades, right? Now, this is a quick retest. It may break through this time, right? And it's, it's that time of the day. It's hard to say what's going to happen. But I may miss out on a down play here because I'm worried about this trade over getting out of this lousy trade that I'm in, losing money. And there's a true cost, opportunity cost to your money. If you're tied up in a losing trade because you didn't make a good decision and you're sitting there, well, now I'm losing my chance to make real money, right? And that's happened to me many times, right? I'll go over and look like, man, that thing went to the moon when I wasn't looking. What in the world? Look at what I come, Then you get FOMO, right? And then you get mad at yourself for doing, right? So.
Gold broke the triple top.
It's not holding yet.
All right. I'm sorry. What was that call out? I was reading the message. I got distracted.
Look at gold.
Look at gold.
Breaking the triple top.
Look at that. Look at that money I missed out on. There's a perfect example, right? Look at that. Look at that thing finally break through. Didn't I just mention that? It's a quick retest. It could break through. Didn't I just say that? Where'd you hear that at? Huh? Where'd you make it? Look at that. That's a 25 tick. That's $25 on a micro, 250 on an E-mini on one contract alone. Bang, bang, right? And in the meantime, I'm over here in ES down $37. So can you see how that cost me? Because I'm managing that trade. If it wasn't for somebody pointing it out, I would not know that this was going on over here. Now I'm looking for a retrace because of the large gamma candle. Looking for a retrace of 50%, but I don't know. This one's looking kind of strong, right? And guess what we have to the upside? What's our impediment to profits on gold? The $4,000 level, right? So be careful there, right? Expect a resistance. Expect maybe a possible rejection. Now, I'd also expect if it can break and hold above that they'll get excited and you might see a little bit of energy. Now, it is the last part of the day, but depends how many people are hanging out. So here I am, wasting time. Now I'm down 37. I'm down 50 bucks, 40 bucks, right? Down over here. All trying to get out of this trade without taking a loss. Trading on hopium now, right? And meanwhile, now I'm below the 9. I shouldn't even be here. I should have already ripped a band, which I would have in real life, right? If I decide I make a mistake, I try to minimize my losses, even if that means ripping the Band-Aid off. Or if I happen to get lucky and it comes back up, I'll take that $1 profit just to get out of the trade, right? But yeah, this trade coming right down. What did I tell you that number was? That there was a big order for. 850, didn't I? That's clear down here. Let's watch and see. Now I'm seeing 849, so it definitely wants to pull hard to the downside if people don't start lowering their price and selling off and bring the price back up. So look how much this is costing me. Now, I don't think anybody in there, right? Well, I shouldn't say that because I've done it all kinds of times. But you should not be sitting here watching your money evaporate either, right? You got to take the loss on purpose sometimes. It's okay to wait and see if it's going to bounce off the 9 or something like that, if you have a level drawn there. But if it doesn't hold, well, you got to get out of the trade, right? So I'm not going to play anymore. I proved my point by not waiting for that proper entry. That was a $50 loss for no reason, where I could have been making $50 over here with one click of the mouse, right? So I lost that opportunity to do so because of my poor decision making. It was on purpose, but you get my drift, right? So where are we at over there? We're up to 2,000 likes. We only got 13,000 more to go. I am not the world's greatest trader. I did that on purpose to show you there, Trader B, what happens when you don't wait on the break and hold, when you compromise your entry criteria. So you don't want to do that. Never compromise on those important things. All right. There's the the euro. Again, so now we got plays. Hey, Eric, how's it going over there? Eric Moto, one of our training mods over there. He's in there with David in the VIP Gold live Zoom chat. In our Discord, VIP Gold and Diamond memberships have that special ability to go in there and they trade exclusively Apple, right? They don't tell each other when to buy and sell, but they do discuss the trade. They do discuss levels, things to possibly watch out for, but at no time does anybody say buy now and sell now, right? That's illegal. We can't do that, and we won't do it. But they're over there helping guide members to make better informed decisions as they learn more and more and more. It's also not only are they trading in real time, they're also training in real time. And that's a very effective way of doing it. All right. All right. See, I'm reading some side things going on over here. All right. Questions, comments? I don't like your ES there, Eric. It just took $50 for me, and it wasn't my fault either. It's not my fault. Yes, it is. I didn't wait on the break and hold, did I? It was entirely my fault. And it's channeling, right? I did not wait for, I compromised. Can't do that. All right. It's like watching paint dry. I'm falling asleep sitting here talking and watching it. Of course, that wouldn't be the first time, would it? Mark fell asleep during a live.
I think there's a video of that.
There is probably, right?
Not the first, not the last.
Somebody I see over in the Traders Lounge, somebody said they clicked on the video and didn't work, right? I don't know. They may have clicked on the wrong thing. Where's that at? They must have got it to work. They deleted their comment.
If they're clicking on the picture and thinking it's the video,
exactly. They removed their comment. Whoever it was, it's gone already. I'm like, what? I didn't check it myself, but it clearly says it's now posted in the video on demand channel, right?
It is, yeah.
I don't know if anybody's tried to make sure it works. I'm sure she tested it anyway. All right. Somebody check that out. Make sure to see if you have any issues with it working. I don't think we do.
I'm on it.
Don't have to watch it. Just see if it loads up. This S&P 500 sucks, Eric. I can't believe you trade that piece of trash. Come on, Eric. Come on. What am I supposed to do with this garbage? Come on. Who'd want to trade that all day long?
Works just fine.
All right. Thank you, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, what am I supposed to do with this? Are you still over there? What should I do, Eric? It's not doing nothing. Just sitting there. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to trade that? All right. Oh, I can trade it, right? If you're a master scalper, you can get in there and trade that, right? It's stuck in that channel right now. You identify your channel where it's hanging out, pop yourself some lines and trade the trade, right? I can go pretty tight channel here if I wanted to. Not that I would want to, especially on ES, but it can be done, right? You can trade anything you want, if you're good enough at it, right? If you're a good scalper, I don't have to wait here. I can put in, we'll make this a dash line so you can see there. There's what we can identify as a bottom and up here, right? I might even make this tighter, come down here, right? Or maybe I want to just trade in this area. That's where it's hanging out right now. So I can go right here, so I can see the tops here, right? Hit there a whole bunch. I can trade this channel right there, right? How many ticks is that each way? There's there to there. That's not quite 20. We'll call it 15, right? Because nobody gets in perfectly or gets out, and it doesn't always stop perfectly either. So, but 15, right? If I'm trading 1E mini, 15 times 1250 is $187 up, $187 down per contract, or $18 up, $18 down on one micro. So yes, I can make money doing that. Right now it's like watching paint dry. I don't know that I'd want to do it, but it can be done. You just have to be focused and decide that's the strategy you want to employ, right? Kind of ugly, ain't it? It'd be tough. I didn't say it would be easy. It can be done if you're focused. I trade one candle at a time a lot of times. My big account, because I know I can make money in a couple minutes or a couple seconds sometimes. If you get the movement, right? I can catch a 3 or 4 tick upward movement and make good money doing that. You can do that all day long. Of course, the best thing is let it run, obviously. Right? I don't know, Doug. Looks like TikTok went to sleep or YouTube went to sleep over there. I haven't seen anybody since Eric post anything. What's going on over there, Eric? Eric, make sure you shake the bushes over there. Wake them people up over there. Let's go. All right. Okay, we got about 75% gave a thumbs up over there on the YouTubes. What about the rest of you? Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And we're only at 2,000 plus likes over there on TikTok. Let's get smashing them like buttons. Your goal is 15,000 today. I'm over there smashing. Matter of fact, how pathetic is this? I'm the number one viewer over there with the likes. Six. I don't know what 6 represents. 600? I don't know. Represents something. Got me top striking second. Trader B in third. Let's get them mouses. Put your mouse over there and just keep smashing away. Get it up to 15,000 before the end of the show. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You can do the same thing over there on YouTube. You can get them hearts going, right? All you got to do is go down there and click on that button. Start smashing it. That all helps, right? Helps get things out there. Also, thumbs up help also. And sharing this live feed. Questions, comments. Trying to figure why we don't have more on YouTube. That's kind of, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on. All right. Come on. I'm still number one over here. I'm clicking on my own account over here. Let's go. That's crazy, right? So head on over to American Dream Trading .com and check out our membership packages we have. We have the Diamond for $5,000, one-time payment. We'll even allow you to split it into 2 payments, right? However you want to do it, right? We aim to please. We will work with you on that, right? What else we got going on here? Let's see. Don't forget to post in the Traders Lounge. All right. All right, let's see what we got going here. What else? Looking over at my other monitor. Trader B. Is my feed froze over there? What's going on? Why is Trader B the last person to comment over there? Me and Trader B. Is there anybody else home? Hello? Hello? Let's get excited over here a little bit. All right. Yo, says B. All right, there's one person over there said hello. He said, yo. He's hip. He's happening. All right. He's down with the, what's that song? Down with the sickness. All right. Here we go. He says, all right. He's number 3, by the way, with a crown. What's that crown mean, number 3? See, I'm not hip enough to know what that means. That means he's been smashing his like button and he's got the most points. I don't know. He's number 3. So where's number 1 and 2 at? Oh, number 2 is Bogdan. And Eric's number 3. Now B's number 3. Who's number 1 over there? That's my question. Oh, Doug's number 1. Doug, how'd you become number 1 over there on the YouTubes? What did you do? I don't know. I have no idea what you did. Right? Over there clicking the things, right? Oh, I got one little heart flowed there. Thanks, Doug, for liking the TikTok live. And you can only give me one lovely heart over there. Come on. Oh, now, okay. Now you got a fight going on. It's going to be a battle between me and Doug now. Here we go. Doug just knocked me out of first place. All right, there we go. All right, come on. What's with the rest of the paid members? You got a TikTok or YouTube membership? Get over there and get on our channel. Let's smash them likes. Let's boost the algorithm. All right, look at that. More people are coming in already. Let's see how that works. All right. Gloves are off, B said. It's a fight now. Hey, Andre, good to see you back again. Clickety clicks. I'm number 1. Knock Doug out of there. You can't fool with the boomers. You don't get in their way. We'll just walk right over top of you. I kicked Doug down to second place. You know what second place is? You know what I say about second place? I won't say it out loud here, but you all have heard me say what second place is like, right? Trader B, number 1 gifter. All right, Trader B. Are you? Okay. Well, you're number 3 according to your little tag there next to your name, Trader B. Thanks for playing. Try again. All right. So, all right. First loser. Number 2 is the first loser. Well, that ain't quite what I said. It's something about sisters and that. So, grifter. Oh, now we're calling each other. There's a fight going on. I started a fight, Doug. Man, we're fighting over that, wanting to be first. Ah, grifter. Digit Dave. Thanks for the thumbs up over there. Appreciate it. All right, what's your questions? Give me a question. We need to talk about something. What's your deepest, darkest question you always wanted to ask, but was afraid to? Relating to futures trading. Thank you very much.
But how do we hit the like button on TikTok?
On TikTok, you duck down there where you type in what you want to say in your little chat box thing. Right next to it, you'll see a little heart button there. Just smack that.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. Just hover over that. Keep your mouse there. Just start smacking that button. Smash that button. There we go. Double tap.
Are you on TikTok on the computer or are you TikTok on your phone?
On your phone, it's a little phone. You just smack your screen, right?
Yeah, phone. You just tap the screen.
Yeah.
Phone right now.
Yeah, if you're on your phone, you just smack the screen. It'll do it that way. Matter of fact, you can double tap it. Get your thumbs on there. Bang, 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 bang. Best as you can. Smash that screen until your thumb joints wear out. Let's go. All right. Anyhow, where else? Anything else start moving yet that we can go look at? All right, enough about that. All right, let's take a look at gold. Missed a little breakout there, a little rounding to the bottom there. If it can break and hold above this level right here around that 98, 99 level, right? 98, pushing 95, and it didn't want to. See that? Got up here to this top and pulled out, right? Rejected. Can I play the bounce off of this 9? Yes, I can, and I will. We'll see what happens here. Will it bounce? There we go. I'm in the money already, playing the bounce off the 9. One of my indicators. I'm not going to sit in this all day. If it pauses at all, I'm going to take my trade and get out of Dodge. Right there's the pause. I'm out. There we go. Netted whatever I netted out of that trade, right? So, that's how you do that. That's a trading strategy. That's a quick strike kind of thing. Not for the faint of heart, obviously. You got to know what you're doing, right? So, anywho. There it is again. Do I try that again? I don't know. Second time to charm, or the second time it's going to pull back on me? Probably pull back on me. We'll see. There we go. I'm up money already. Look at that. Can I take that money now? I should have, because it already pulled back, right? See, this pulled back again. It's going to show some sign of weakness. So I'm not going to play here. I'm going to take whatever I can get out of this trade, if it'll do it real quick. And no, I'm in a little losing. This is a lottery play here, right? Am I throwing money away on purpose? Well, kind of. I'm taking the chance. I don't have my stop in there. What's up with that? I don't have that programmed in there. I got to fix that. I got to fix that, Doug. Can't be playing around with this without a stop. What the heck's going on here? Oh, I didn't click that button. There's the problem. There, now it's in there. Oh, well, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. I can come down in here and add a stop. You know why? Because I learned how to do that today, right? Well, it's going up. I'm going to take my, I was going to take my $100 there, but it already changed back to 0. All right, so I'm not going to play around anymore. So this thing pops again, I'm out. All right, there you go. $200. Bang, bang. That quick. Out. All right. See how that worked? All right. Here we go. What else we got going over here? See my stop losses in on this one. Triple top. Don't want to touch that right now. Well, I thought, good catch there, chicken. I was waiting to see if somebody of you guys caught that. Yeah, I don't even want to know what that feat was. I just put it in there just for giggles. I figured I wanted to see who would catch that. In case you don't know what he's talking about, I put 100 micros in there. You never do. That's the same thing as 10 E-minis. It'd be cheaper to buy 10 E-minis fee-wise, right? So that's what?
It's $1,900 and
yeah. Well, on a micro, it's what? Like say $1.98 per, right?
$1.90.
I only made what I make, $200, and it's minus the 109. What was it?
190. Yeah,
190. So it was more fees than it was profit, right? All right, let's not be crazy. Let's get. Let me go back to this 5, right? That's all we're gonna do on this, right? 5, right? All right. Oh, it's popping again. Can I jump in there? Oh, it's going to the moon. I can tell this time. I got a feeling, Doug. I got a feeling it's going to go. Should I jump in now, Doug? No. Why? Because if I do this, let me show you. Did it break and hold above this double top? Same scenario that I just did. I jumped in just to show you again, right? This is a double top. This is a critical level. You wait for the break and hold above that level. I didn't do it. Look, I'm down 20 bucks right off the bat. Bang, bang.
Breaking what, Mark? Breaking what?
Break and hold double top. And look, I didn't wait on the break and hold. Look what happened. Look how much money I'm losing just that fast because I broke the entry criteria rule there, right? Don't do that.
McC, smack it.
Again, this is my paper trading account. If you didn't know that, I don't know if I mentioned that today. I'm trading my paper trading account. That's why I can show you what not to do on purpose, right? And show you the financial disaster that could turn into. So, thank you, Jeffrey, child of God. He said you just watched the Zakar video. He liked it. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Gold is setting up pretty nicely. It was for a second, and then it failed. Want to see it get up here to that 4,000. If it can break and hold through there, I'm thinking you're going to get some energy to the upside here at the last hour. But, yeah, it ain't very convincing it wants to do that today. It could. Power hour. We're now in power hour. Anything could happen. All right, Marshall says, via typing, M2K's making a run. Oh, look at that. Right? See, a verbal call out would have been much better there, Marshall. I know you have a mic. You know, call outs are always better when you say them live. Don't ever be afraid to call out, right? Call outs take precedence over me yakking every single day. Matter of fact, more call outs you do, the less you got to hear my jaws flap, right? There we go. What did he call out? He called out this quadruple top, this very strong point of resistance to the upside, right? That's what he called out. Bang, bang. Now it broke out. You had your break. You had your break and hold right there. And there would have been my entry right here. And now I'm going to play it up to this trend channel. I'm going to be very cautious. I need this to break and hold through this to show any strength to the upside. And this is part of Coach's 3.0 indicators, which come with your membership, paid membership for VIP, VIP Gold, Diamond, Futures memberships. It's automatically included. It helps you make decisions. Oh, you're at work now. Okay. Never mind.
Mark, slide that chart over to 11:30 a.m. and look at that run. We missed.
Oh no, we didn't miss it. You missed it.
I
were
missed it.
Trading this live together, buddy.
Look at that run.
You were late to the dance again. We traded this live together as a group. Look at that. That's where my line's at.
That's a perfect EWO and perfect ride in the night.
Yep, and ES did, and all the indices did at the same time. We just happened to be looking at the Russell at the time. So we actually talked through this trade this entire time up to here. We got out up here somewhere, right? So we talked about how to do things, how to move our slides, stops up. What happens if you slide it up too fast, too tight, as they saw in my trade. I got stopped out once because of I had a little bit too tight, right? I was trying to lock in profits, but it stopped me out. And what did it do? Because I had my stop too tight, and it took right back off again, kept going, right? So I missed out on some profits there because I had to re-enter the trade, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, NQ, all of them, they all did the same thing at that 11:30 time. A late run-up today. Is Mr. T done talking yet? Does anybody know? Must have.
He's done.
Yeah, okay. Anybody know what he talked about? Got a synopsis?
The economy's great.
Oh, that's great to hear. All right, good. I thought he was just coming on there to badmouth the election results.
He did that initially.
Oh, okay. I figured he would. Never let a good opportunity to badmouth somebody go to waste, right? You got to say one thing. He is a character, right? Whether you love him or hate him, right? We're not going down that rabbit hole. But what we like about him, I like about him, whether you like him or not, every time he opens his mouth, I make money. I've made some hellacious money every time he's opened his mouth before, right? We knew it was coming, and the markets reacted severely to what he said, both to the upside and the downside, and made money like crazy. I think I even put that in my journal. He talked. I made money. I think I got a journal entry for that. I have to go back and look and see. Oh, my journal's right here. I'm thinking I wrote that. I actually wrote that comment in my journal. Let me see. I don't know if I did for sure, but I know I should have.
Open mouth, dollars fell out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the market, whatever it was, I don't even recall. It might have been back when the tariffs were... just trying to do a quick glance here without having to... Some of the stuff, chicken scratch, I can't even read.
Check gold, check gold.
I see how I set a new PR on Andrew's birthday. I wrote that down.
Gold is approaching 4,000.
Exactly.
Thank you. Take a look. I didn't see it run a quick glance. I'm not going to sit there and go through all of it. All right, testing it, right? 4,000. Is that not what I said? What did I tell you earlier? If it can break above this, it might get some energy into the 4,000, right? It's got to break and hold here, though. And again, that's just my own experience saying once it gets to critical levels, if it can really break and hold, because nobody wants to go first, right? They're all sitting there waiting. They're all sitting there with their buy orders. They just haven't placed them yet. If it can break and hold above there, I would expect some energy, I guess is how to say it. I'm starting to see 4,000 orders at the bottom of the L2 on the ask side. As a matter of fact, doesn't mean it's going to make it there. They may fight it. Wait and see.
Anything's possible in the power hour.
Everything's possible, right? It could dump all the way down to 3,000, right? You don't know. It can pull real hard. It may not even see 4,000 for another week. We don't know, right? When would I short? If it, well, I just missed a chance on a possible pullback because it's at a critical level. That 4,000 level, that's this gold line. I got this dashed line. It says 4,000 right here. See it? So that's just like me drawing a line of resistance, right? It could be just same thing like a double top, very strong. It's psychological, right? It's a psychological number. Nice 4,000, nice even round number, right? So we'll see here. Can I make a play here to the upside, a quick scalp, see what it might do? Well, I could have. I missed my chance. I wanted to get that off the 9 if I was going to do that, right? The lowest possible support level here. Temporary support. Right, there it is pulling back. So probably a good thing I didn't. Well, here it is. Well, bad thing I didn't get in. Look at that candle. Now it's got strength. Now, am I going to jump in the minute it hits this line? Absolutely not. I want to see a break and hold. And by that time, it should be at the top of this trend line, if not already breaking through it. We'll see.
It's on the shoulder, though. That's good.
Yeah, this one is. It just doesn't have that oomph that it needs, the volume, right? That's what we're missing is the volume. And we don't generally get a lot of volume at this time of the day on metals, right? I mean, it is lower, but it's not really all that substantially lower. So what does that tell me? If I look back here since 2 o'clock, it's dropped a little right now, but they're still there, right? So what's that tell me? I am interpreting that as people were there. They're just sitting on their hands waiting. You go first. No, you go first. You buy it at 4,000. No, you buy it at 4,000. So here we go, right? I would expect some energy if it can break and hold up here. Break and hold, right? Then I got to worry about the top of the trend channel, but that's another story, right? I mean, technically, it did break above 4,000, but just that wick briefly, right? I have it on a 1 minute chart, so it's a little bit more reactive. Now, can I short this if this bounces off here? Yeah, I can. I don't see any huge orders to the downside. There's one at 99. That's pretty much where it's at now anyway. Could I scalp down? Yeah. Now, if this pulls back down to the 9, well, I try to make a play, bounce off of that. This time I probably wouldn't because it's like this would be the third time it did that. And I'd be more worried about it breaking through back down to the side because people are giving up. Look at it die right there at that 4,000 mark, right? There's a break. It gave up that quick. It was very brief. Very, very, very brief. All right. Let's see what happens here. This one did not start on the shoulder of the previous candle. It started beside it, so that's a sign of weakness. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes red or just stops altogether till the next candle. And there you go. Bang, bang. Right? Why? Because it did show strength by starting on the shoulder of the previous candle. All is not lost. They're still fighting over whether they want to do this or not. It takes people with money to make this move, right? They got to buy the contracts. I'm serious. If I can get a break and hold, I'm thinking this thing's going to shoot up for a little bit. Not investment or tax advice, just personal opinion. Building up energy, a coiled spring effect. Right? Or they may say, hey, broke above 4,000. I'm taking my profit, and it dumps, right? That can happen just as easily. So I'm not going to short nothing. This is almost like hitting a new record high, right? You don't really know what it's going to do, right? Until they decide. It's 4,000. It's just a psychological. It's just a nice, pretty number, right? Better than 3, 9, 8, and 8, right? 4,000 is easier on the eyes, kind of thing. Now, I told you with this 9, could I play a bounce off that? I'm thinking if it comes back down here and sits, it might go down the other way, just because it's tried. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tries to get through 4,000, and it hasn't done it. Oh, we've seen them go 10 or 12 candles sideways. Well, there it is. Good thing I didn't play that bounce off the 9, right? I stuck with what I thought. Now, it doesn't mean I'm super smart or anything. It just means, I've seen it try, right? After a while, people give up. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's still not going to go to 4,000. It's just, I thought I better just wait. Plus, we're in the middle of the channel, right? On top of that. There we go. Been right so far. So, and these are just little things you learn. You get these, statistical things in your head, right? More often it tries to touch this line, the more likely it is to break through it. If this could come back up, if not this candle, I would think maybe even the next candle might break through here if it comes up here and touches that again. Because that means people do want it to get up there, right? Well, now it's losing steam. I got an order wants to pull it down to 997 now. And lower, 996. That's down here. That's down here to 55. Could I have made that play to the downside? I could add. All right, I missed my good entry. I'll jump in here real quick just to see if it really wants to. But they're just fighting over that 4,000 right now, so anything can happen. All right, there we go. Oop, it was green for there a second. Let's, up. Go down. Are you going to go down? Let's see. There we go. Oh, I clicked buy. I clicked long instead of short, dummy. Just noticed that. Wrong button, Mark. I better take that money and get out of Dodge. All right. I wanted to play the downside. All right. Because I see them orders sitting down there. There we go. There's what I wanted to do originally. Now I missed down. It's lower than I had. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. We'll see here. I'm seeing orders down there at 3997, right? That's down here. Just below there, all right? I got in 7.6. Yeah, that was a lousy place to get in, but there's 9.6s down there now. It's trying to pull down to 9.6, 9.7. They're fighting over it. They still don't know what they're doing to do here either, all right? See what happens. But I can see it's losing support down there, but it is fighting like crazy. You see, they tried to fill that 9.7 up there, right? 9.8, and it failed. Now it's pulling back. That 997 order's still there. So I'm watching that with hopium that it wants to pull down and right down to here. Right? Make a few bucks. There we go. Right there. What do I got? 997.5. There's 996s showing up now. Being patient here. I could have took that little bit of profit. I want to just kind of let this play out, see what will happen. Yep, now 997s are coming in. So it's going up a little bit. They are fighting over the price. So, yeah, it would have been wise to take the profit there because they're still fighting, right? This can go either way. And it is power hour on top of that, right? So, anywho, see what happens here in the next minute. If it don't stay below the 9, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off, right? And see what this candle wants to do. It's weak. It did not start on the shoulder of the previous. There you go. Well, I'd call it was weak candle before it happened, right? Before it even pulled back. I told you that was a weak candle because I watched where it started at. That was my only thing to look at. It's weak. It doesn't mean it can't still go up, right? But it was a weak opening. And sometimes you'll get pulled. Most of the time you'll get a change there on that candle, right? So 997s are still wanting to fill down here. Not down to 6. Well, yeah, 997 sixes are down there a little bit. Not any large orders. They've already gave up already. The volume's died out again, right? It's just kind of sitting here. Again, you go first. No, I ain't going first. You go first. Let's get Mikey to eat it. Mikey eats anything, right? Remember that old commercial? What was that from? Huh? Who's got gray hair remembers what that commercial was?
Life cereal.
There you go. Life cereal. Correct. Correct answer. All right? So there ain't no sense playing around with that. Anyway. Show, again, that's what shows you what happens when you don't wait on that break and hold, right? So, anything else moving? We're sitting here playing around with this. What's the indices doing? Well, they're getting heavy over here too, right? Are they wanting to take profit for the day and go home? I don't know. We'll see. M2K did break out of that triple double top there. Had a nice run up. All right. Come up to near that trend channel, and what did it do? Pulled back. Imagine that. You go in and set your dark settings there, John. You see my screen, your main settings up here. You can go up here. Well, there's other ways to do it. This ain't the right place. That's not the one I'm looking for. There's a dark mode setting. It's up here in the corner somewhere. Is it up here? What's this one do? That button. There you go. Click them 3 little dots next to this thing here, and you can put it in dark mode. System mode, dark mode, light mode. You can have it switch based on the time. Just put it on, click on dark mode, and it'll put it on dark mode. See that? That's them 3 little dots up here. Okay? That's the quickest way. There's multiple ways you can do it, but that's about the quickest. It's called dark mode. It work for you, John?
Yeah, that works. I was having a hard time seeing the 9 because it was on the white background. But that'll help.
Yeah. That burns your retina, so I don't know anybody can do that. Dave, you got your hand up. What's up, Dave?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Noah was here with me, and he had a question. He's just wondering, in the future, we do still use L2, right?
Yes, sir. I do every day. It's a very effective tool the way I use it. So,
I didn't see it on your chart, so I like the.
Well, I don't have it here. I have it. It's actually on my other monitor.
Another monitor. Yeah, I got it.
I don't have my Weeble open.
That's what
I got to jump through more hoops to do the split screen thing like I do on my other system using TradingView and Weeble. So basically, I fire both up and tell it to look at both, and I just need to set it up to do it. I don't know why I just haven't done it. I can, shrink this up obviously and do the same setup like I have on my other computer that you guys see during the day. I just haven't done it with this. I try to keep my resources limited so I'm not overtaxing this system that I'm using. That's the main reason why.
I understand. Noah says thank you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Gold is, see if I'd have stayed in that trade, it did pull down right to where I said it wanted to go, didn't it? Exactly where. But I got out of it. I'm going to sit there and play and watch that all day. So it did fill, right? The short-term trend was the downside, and look at it go. Not very strong trend to the downside. None of these candles started on the shoulder of the previous, right? It's just going up and down. Basically consolidating. They don't know what they want to do. But it is going down. They didn't want to do that 4,000. That's only, 4 points away from where we're at now. It can move that in one candle. Well, the average is 11, so it can move that in 4 minutes' time, 4 candles. So, questions, comments? Why is the market so hot today? Was there news? I don't know about that.
Rebound?
Rebound? I don't know. It hasn't broken held yet. I ain't making no decisions until I see a break and hold above the 9. Now, can I jump in there on hopium? Sure can. Ain't nothing stop me from clicking this mouse button, is there? But safer trade would be what? Waiting on that, right? I want to see it get above this candles here. Right? Actually, I want to see it get above that wick. Because now we're in the middle of the channel. That's another little whammy against us, right? It's not as strong of a trade. It's in the middle of the channel. Anything can happen in the middle of the channel. Man, Ralph, that's unbelievable, but the euro is climbing for some reason. Look at that. What's up with that this late? Look at the energy that has. Look at the volume. That's kind of rare, at least from when I'm watching it. Imagine that. And I can click this little news blurb here and see what it says about it. Stocks climb as tech shares rebound. Dollar extends recent gains. The ISM report, which came out at 10 o'clock, shows a greater expected improvement for services in the services economy. Hiring is still soft. Yeah, well, we knew the numbers were a little less than, a little worse than expected, which means it's just their numbers are higher. That's all. It cost them more to do same thing, but it wasn't substantially different. But there was a difference. All right, well, that's euro. I don't want euro. Where's gold? I ain't trading the euro this time of the day. Right? Unless there's a massive pull or something. If you haven't checked out currencies, you can check that out. One of the things that helps you trade currencies is having the dollar index chart up also, DXY. As it goes up, euro goes down. As the dollar goes down, the euro and other currencies go up. They have an inverse relationship because they are based off the U.S. dollar. Right? So, and these pay very nicely because it pays in micro pennies, right? You can see it goes 1.15120. So every 5, when it goes to 125, you make $6.25, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it doesn't take a lot of movement to make money, right? Just from this, let's just say breakout above VWAP here, right? Could have done a play. There's 18 ticks. Well, what's 18 times 6.25, right? That's not bad money, right? $112 for one click of the mouse. All right, who wouldn't like $112 if I offered it to you right now? All right, this is just getting ridiculous. It's like watching paint dry, fellas. All right, we might be calling it a day here. I don't know how much more of this I could stand and talk at the same time. I'm gonna run out of voice there, Dave. Or I could just sit here and we can just stare at the screen and I don't say nothing, right? And that'll put you to sleep also. All right.
Well, that's not going to happen, Mark. Not talking.
Oh, come on. What are we doing?
On another note, something that was in your newsletter back a while back, I'm still making money on Dave. Dave's making money on Dave from your newsletter.
On which one?
Dave, D-A-V-E.
Oh, really? That thing's still going around? All right.
Still working. Yep.
You played it to the downside, didn't you? Start with.
Yeah, I'm doing the wheel strategy on it.
Oh, for real? So is it a solid company?
Well, I like the wheel on solid companies.
All right. And that's kind of funny, right? You're just playing off the name, right?
That one, yes, that one. But I look at the stats on it too. It's not a bad company. It's was it fintech type company?
I don't remember.
They do some kind of financial. Yeah, I don't. I play very small, so I don't really pay attention to it that much.
Right.
I take it with a grain of salt.
That's funny though.
I like it.
Why ain't this thing lighting up here? Oh, there we go. I got my button.
I've been looking for a stock called Mark, but we can't find it.
Yeah, it's probably non-existent. Nobody wants to name their company after something like that. All right.
Thank you.
Still in the channel on NQ. Did we not talk about this channel trading earlier? Huh? Bang, 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 bang. Right? You can make money doing that. And I think we were actually talking about ES in that case. Well, look at that, right? Like I say, you'd have to work for the money, but you got to work hard for the money. Work hard for the money. Work hard for the money. Come on, who's got gray hair? Who wore bell bottoms? Come on, I know somebody in here wore bell bottoms. One period in your life, you know what that song was. Who sang
Donna
that?
Summer.
There you go. Right answer.
He works hard for the money.
There you go. Not only did you learn how to trade, you learn music trivia while you're in here. Gee, that's bonus.
Hey, Mark,
Let me give that to you for free. Wow. Oh,
hey,
come
Mark,
on.
on MES?
What? MES?
Can you go back to MES?
Yes, I can. There you go.
So on your dotted line, right? Oh shoot, what is that on the 1 minute? Mine's a little bit different. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. Now we got some prankster over there on our YouTube trying to just aggravate me and throw me off my game. Look at that post over there. I'll tell you what. I find out who that is, I'm just going to go off on that person. Unless it's Coach. Ah! Free music lessons. There you go. How's it going there, Coach? Is that Coach? What's going on? Come on over, say hi if you got a chance. I know you're very busy. Anyhow, oh, look at this. What do we got going on here? What do you see? What do you see? What do we see? What do we see? Breaking below Coach's 3.0 trend channel. And the triple bottom. What do we expect here to possibly happen statistically? What should happen here? What's Coach's favorite trades? Come on.
Double top, double bottom.
There you go. Correct answer.
Coach, better get them cheeks in here.
There you go. Let's see. And it's the bottom of the trend channel. And you got to 200 there. It's kind of mucking things up a little bit here for a direct bounce off the bottom. But yeah. Now, this is the third time testing. Now, it's hours apart. It's not really a quick retest, so it may not make this line that weak, but it is, it has been hitting here, right? So it has a little strong level, and I don't have this charted out extensively, but there's your bounce off the bottom. Did I not say that? Ah, there's your favorite plays right there. Could have made money on that little bounce right there on that one little trading strategy. Double bottom bounce. You could have took 50 ticks. Let's just say 40 ticks because nobody's perfect. What's 40 ticks times 1250? A tick is what? $500 on one contract. Bang, bang, right there. Right. That one little candle doesn't look like much, but look at that. Bang, bang. Where else are you going to learn how to make money like this in the market? Huh?
I got a line there at 8:30, and then 8:17 is my next line down.
Okay. 30. I got one at 26. And 17, you said? Yeah, I don't have
That's
one.
right.
Thank you for that. I'll pop a line there real quick. I don't have one there. Again, I haven't been trading ES all that often, but I haven't really fine-tuned my charts here recently.
That's another thing we do here at American Dream Trading is fine-tuning our charts together so that we have the best information possible.
Thank you. Very much so. Yes, I asked a couple times today, hey, where's your next level, right? Because I didn't have it on my chart. Now I can go back on a 4-hour chart real quick and find it, whatever, right? So we'll see what happens. Coach. Where's that Coach guy? I want my $50 back. He don't come over here and talk to us. Come on, Coach. I want my $50 back. Come on over and say hi. Oh, look at that. Oh, who was in that to the outside? Oh, look at that. Should I jump in that? Huh? Should I chase that candle?
I'm in ES.
Yeah, NQ's doing right there, right? Double bottom. It is a retest,
Amazing.
right? Look at that. Bang, bang. And where did it
10
pull right back
contracts.
to? 50% retracement, right?
And if that breaks out in ES, it's got a long way down to get to VWAP, so that's nice.
Yep. Where the heck is VWAP here at? What happened to VWAP? Where'd VWAP go? What the heck is it? Where's my VWAP? Anybody see my VWAP? My VWAP
way down there, Mark.
Is it way, way down there?
Way down
Holy
there.
cow,
Yep.
it's way down there. Holy cow. Yeah, that would be beautiful, right? All right. Well, we'll see. We'll play around here. You want to play? We'll play. Let's see if it's going to be a downward trend on, what am I in? NQ. I don't even have the right L2 up. I got it. Quit looking at
So
things.
it went up so much today, VWAP can't keep up.
Yeah, apparently. There you go. I'm in 1 micro. This is how much money you can make in a micro sometimes, right? Well, I'm up $5. I'm up $6. This is how I built my account, trading 1 micro at a time. $5 here, $10 there, 15 there, $8 here, right? Start with a small account. This is how you trade 1 micro. You can make money. Does it suck trading 1 micro? Yeah, it sucks big time. But, you know, when you have a small account, you have to do things that suck sometimes, right? But this is how you can build your account. And I could have locked that in. I'm just letting it run, right? It's paper. It's not even real money. But this is how you build an account. You know, 1 trade at a time, right? 1 small trade. Base hits. I'm not sitting there trying to make $1,000 off of this, right? I'll lock in $10 at a time, $8 at a time, and re-enter if I have to, right? If I see it pause or wanting to pull back, I'll lock in my profit. I do that every day, all day long, right? In and out, in and out. Now, it's been more beneficial to ride, right? Obviously, our entry, a better entry would have been up here, right? On the break and hold of the 9, right here, right? So look at all that, how far that's pulled back now, right? Just a simple break and hold of the 9 trading strategy. Ride that bad boy down. There's 120 ticks. Let's just say it's 120, right? Times 12.50, right? Or $1.25. Look at the money you would be making, right? On a simple entry. Just repeating the same trading strategies that Coach teaches us every single day here at American Dream Trading. All right. Holy cow, we're up to 10,000. That's not good enough. We need that 15,000. I gave you guys a 15,000 goal over there on them likes. What's the matter? Did your finger fall off? Get that booger picker working. Start smashing that mouse. You know, when you ain't picking boogers, how about smashing them hearts over there on TikTok? Let's go. Ain't got all day to wait, right? Let's go. Running out of time. We only got 27 minutes to go, 26 minutes to go. Hit 15,000. Let's go. I don't know what happened to people on YouTube. Them people over on YouTube are just sleepy today. I don't know what the problem is. Andrew, how about going over there and rattle the cages over there? Get them people awake over there on the YouTubes. Come on. Smash them hearts. I don't see any of them flying. Did you guys all fall asleep or what? Come on. Make sure you smash them thumbs up too if you haven't already. All right, so I'm up a whole $4 on this trade. I'm going to see if this breaks and holds down here. If this bounces off this level again, I'm just gonna, I don't know, quit. I'm going to take my ball and go home. I'm going to lock in my profit, then think about re-entry on this level at 817 down here, right? All right, I'm going to see right here. It's going to be a quick click if it doesn't break through here real quick. There we go. It's pausing. It's pausing. Pausing. I should be clicking right now. All right, here it goes. Waiting on some energy here to the downside. Can it do it? Come on. What do we got? Come on. Come on. Oh, fail. I'll get out. I took my little profit there, got out of Dodge, right? So, all right. Now, if I'm going to re-enter, I'm going to have to wait for the break and hold here down at 817, right? Just doesn't have the oomph. Just like gold didn't want to break above 4,000, right? Gave up. It tried mightily. Just didn't have the oomph, didn't have the volume, didn't have the people wanted to go first. Teased us for a minute, didn't it? Just wouldn't break and hold and stay up there. Pulled back. Now look at that chart. That's one ugly looking chart now. All right. Where was I trading? ES? What was I trading? NQ. There we go. All right. So we're sitting down here at this bottom. What do we got? Has it hit here many times? Oh, look how strong this is. It couldn't break through this level going up. Look how long it took. Bang, 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 and then it finally went up, right? So this is a pretty good level right here. Would it be not? I'm going to call that a gold level, just based on this little short interval, because I don't have very many gold levels on my ES chart anyway. I'll go back sometime and relook at it, but can I scroll back and find more information? Probably. All right. So I call it a gold level because it's strong, right? It's really resists coming up through it as resistance, and it's fighting to get back down through it as support, as a support level. All right. What do we got? We haven't broke the $11,000 mark over there. I don't see any hearts flying. Why don't you love me? Now, are you trading the Asian markets? All right. Overall consensus on gold this week. You can, whatever your consensus you want. When you have a consensus, it means you have to talk to a lot of people to know what they're talking about, right? And am I trading the Asian market? Yeah, I trade the Asian market all the time. I trade the Asian market, the London market, the New York market. Trade them all. We can trade 23 hours a day when we're trading. If I want to, I can start trading again after the market closes here at 5 and start trading again at 6. Trade all night long. I especially love the end of the Tokyo market. I like that 1:30, 2 a.m. time period. Things get to moving before the London market opens up. You'll see a lot of activity. You can get some really nice runs, right? And make some good money. I enjoy trading at 2 a.m. Nice and quiet. There's not a lot of volume, but there's plenty of volume to move the indices and things around. Gold, all of that, right? Love it. That's one of my favorite times to trades between 1:30, 2 a.m. till about 5, right? Things kind of slow down a little bit at 5, and they pick back up again here and there. So that time period right there, if I could just trade there and not do anything the rest of the day, I wouldn't need to, right? Get up, go take a nap, get back up, have the entire day to myself. But, I got commitments. I need to be committed for my commitments. There we go. How's that? Huh? Did you like that? See how I use that play on words there? Huh? I just love being here. I don't know. I love doing this. I love day trading. Love hanging out. We got a great community. If we had a lousy community, I wouldn't be here. Community, we come for the education and training, but we stay for the community. And that's the truth. It's what sets us apart from everybody. We help each other out. We all want to see each other succeed. Genuinely see each other succeed, right? So that's why I show up every day. That's why I love doing what I'm doing. That's why I love hanging out with these people. They're all generally good people. Well, there's a couple bad apples in here, but I won't say their name out loud. Ralph. So I won't say. Huh?
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Levi, that Levi guy, he ain't right either. He's a bad apple.
I woke him up.
But he's a paid member. We just can't throw him out. You know what I mean? We got to put up with it.
I was hoping nobody said my name.
Did I say that out loud? Was I live when I said that?
No.
It's the tip jar situation.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket right there. Yeah. Right.
I have trust me, I have a good amount owed. I'll tell you that.
There's a guy that started out as a free watching for free, mooching off of us for free, right?
Yep.
And you became like what you saw, became a paid member, right?
Diamond member.
He didn't even fool around. He didn't even bother
forget to add that.
He went straight to the top. But guess what? You never ever have to pay again, do you? One and done. Over with.
One and done. Yep.
Bang bang.
Couldn't be happier more with my purchase.
There you go. You know why?
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
Coach is the best around.
Probably shouldn't play that. I might get a copyright strike for YouTube.
It sounds like Dawn in the background saying around. Sounds like hers.
Coach is the best around.
Why do I got these dashed lines on my chart? Oh, that was the channel it was trading in, wasn't it? All right. I'm going to leave them there for a couple days. We'll see if it goes back and sticks in there. A lot of times it will go back in that same channel and get stuck there. All right. We'll see. I'm going to leave them there. We'll take a look at it again tomorrow. That's around the 854, 855 to 850 mark, 849 mark. All right. About a $5 channel there, right? Roughly. I'll leave it there. There we go. By the way, speaking of free, we do have 3 programs that have a totally free 7-day trial where you will get all the advantages and privileges of a paid membership for up to 7 days. And you can cancel at any time. We have our premium membership. That's trading and training with coach starting and the other trading moderators starting at 8:45 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. We have our crypto, did I say crypto, 7-day free trial. They have live Zoom trading starting at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. And guess what today is? Today's hump day. That makes it Wednesday. You can get that free trial membership. Come in tonight and spend the evening with the crypto guys and gals that all know what they're talking about, and you can get your education on, learn a few things, learn about trading and all the different types of trades and techniques there is, and you can take effect of that right tonight, 7:15. Bucko, are you in here? Not today. I think Bucko had running around to do today. Now that I mentioned, I think I seen a post. He had kids' doctor's
and
appointments.
it's Gold Wednesday.
Yes, it's Gold Wednesday. Yes, yes, it is. I wish you wouldn't have said that. I almost forgot. Yeah, we'll see. I do got to run outside and get some stuff done. We got rain moving in. I got to go out and actually get the mower out in November and go out and mow the patch where the dog likes to go pee. If not, she's going to be bumping her butt. Got a little high out there. I got to run out here as soon as this broadcast's over. It's only 5-10 minutes. Take me longer.
That crap, we got to mow in freaking November.
Yeah, tell me about it.
A day we didn't have to use to.
Yeah. I don't really need to. It's just got to. She's a Yorkie. Her legs ain't that long. She built low to the ground. And plus she's gimping around on top of it. So.
Gimp alert. Gimp alert.
Yep. Yeah, she had a stroke here last year. I mean, she's okay from that, but she's bobbed all the way blind, almost blind all the way now. And so she's going through all that, trying to motor around and getting stressed out from realizing she can't see and yada, yada, yada. That's arthritis, which we manage with medicines and stuff. And she just don't get around. She sleeps a lot now and stuff, so kind of like me. Why don't I sleep more than I'm old? I sleep less. Humans tend to sleep less when they get older. What's up with that? All right. Okay. See what we got going on over here. I'm looking at a message over here. What else we got? What else we got over here? Yeah, we need to fix that, Doug. I mean, we can't really, but.
I'm sitting over here looking at that with my eye twitching. So.
Yeah, I don't like that one bit. I don't know.
I
don't know whether it's proper
like
to
how
even
it looks.
address that. Really, I mean, they can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's the motivation behind this. What's got me concerned? You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's my question. You might want to.
Should I put it in the mod lounge or no?
Yeah, I would. To see what the reaction is. In case there's a nefarious intent behind it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to the program already in progress. Sorry there, I got distracted. a little bit, you know.
Squirrel.
What?
Shiny.
All right.
Didn't mean to derail. I just saw that and I was like, Not Mark over here hunting and pecking on a keyboard.
Yep. Oh, back to the regularly scheduled program already. I already said that, didn't I? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I got, again,
Squirrel.
got distracted. Sorry.
Danger, Will Robinson.
All right. What else? What we got going on? What's moving? Anything? Come on. It's 15 minutes left. 14 minutes left. What's moving? What are we gonna jump into here? If you're not an experienced trader, you shouldn't be trading in Power Hour anyway. You're not using real money. If you want to experience the trading in the Power Hour, then go ahead and switch to paper trading mode, which I'm sure all our paid members know because they don't want to break any of Coach's rules if they're an inexperienced trader. And it clearly states in one of Coach's rules, if you're an experienced trader, don't trade the first half hour or in the last hour of the day, as those are the most volatile times of the trading period. You got all day to trade. You don't need to do it in the most volatile time of the day. How many of you been over to our website, American Dream Trading, grab them memberships? Got the Diamond membership, 5,000 one-time pay. That's our all-inclusive membership. Includes everything.
I think Pappy has his mic open.
Yep. I got it.
Who?
Never mind.
Doug got it.
Doug got it.
The break and hold off of ES.
Okay.
On the 2-minute.
We can do that. There we go. Break and hold up to 9. It hasn't broken hold below the trend line yet, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. All right, I'll jump in early. You talked me into it.
Gold's in the same sense.
All right.
What's the next level on it?
On gold?
Sorry, MES.
68.40. It's clipping it. That's my next one I have.
Oh, okay.
40?
68.40. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
I gotta see what it does off this next candle. I might give up some profits.
All right, got a big order to the downside at 39.75, which would be that 40 that Hedge just called out. Close enough for hand grenades, right? Another one at 38.50. There we go. That's all big orders to the downside. Is it going to fill them or not? That's the question. Are people wanting to buy in at this late in the day? We shall see. All right. I'm excited. Oh, look at that one. Started on the shoulder of the previous candle. Going down to get that 38.75 now. It's 38.50. Wants to come down and get that. Let's go get it. Let's get it. This is on micros. Look at that. I'm up 18 bucks. Ooh, exciting. 38.50 is another big wall. Let's get down there. That's clear down here. I'm also seeing, well, it's 37. Yeah. All right. That was the big excitement, I think, right there. Now they're all starting to level off real quick. I don't know if we can make 38 or not, but that's down here. There's some setups of walls down there at 38 to the downside, but it's kind of, they ran out of steam. They gave up. They got excited for like 2 seconds. Wasn't even a minute. What's the matter with you? It wasn't even a minute. Come on.
It's a whole dollar. That's where the
makes sense, right?
What you call it? I keep thinking.
Yeah. Dollar, make you holler. There we go. Started on the shoulder of the previous candle. Now I'm up $25. Let's go. Let's go to the downside. 10 minutes left. This is the most volatile. This can come down and it can also shoot to the moon in a matter of minutes. That quick. It can be that crazy sometimes. See it happen quite often. There's 25 bucks. Boy, I sure like to take that 25 bucks. That's a lot of money for a micros, right? We'll let it play out. Now I'm starting to see some orders, 38.50 and some 37s. Down to 37. That would be down here, right? And pop a line. I'll put a little line on here for a visual reference. I ain't gonna make that gold. I'll think that was a gold level. I don't know that's a gold level, right? Here, I'll make a little dash line there. There we go. Make it something weird. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it hot pink because I know I don't use that for a normal thing. There we go. There's where I want to see that go to. There's orders down there calling on it. Come on down. Let's go. Take it. Order trying to get up to that 38, fill those orders. It's got to fill the 38. There it is. Just filled those orders, sold off. Now it can move on down the road. Move it on down the road. I'm up 80 bucks now. Look at that, huh? 35. Can I hear 35? 35. Do I hear 35? 35. Here we go down to 36 right now. There's orders down there at 35, 35. Who'll give me 35 for this? Come on, while we're selling off, who's going to give it to sell off 35? Come on. Don't stop now. Come on, up 75 bucks. There we go, up 80 bucks. There's orders down to the downside at 35. Come on, let's go down there and get them. They're there for you. All you got to do is go down there and get that, right? Come on. Go get it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Let's go.
You can do
Let's
it.
get that money train going. Well, that didn't help. Come on. What's the matter with you people? Well, look at that. See how that changed? I was up 80 bucks. Now I'm at 0. Right? I obviously could have clicked that and took that, right? I'm not going to let it retrace that much. Well, there you go. Back to 12. Is that just people taking profit and getting out? Well, I don't know. I see the numbers are bigger. That means it doesn't really want to go back down there at this time. And the orders are getting to be about the same size overall. So now you don't really know what they want to do, right? So I'm just going to let this run. We can see how crazy these numbers move around here. This is what that trade is worth. Again, this is a paper trade, so it doesn't matter whether I lose $1,000 or make $1,000. I just want you to see how the volatility in any candle can really affect, your bank account, right? And if it moves this much here, imagine what it can do to your bank account in a hurry, right? Especially if you're on the wrong side. Ken says Apple's going crazy. Okay, thank you. That would probably be indicative of MES. I would guess, if I'm not wrong, is Apple going to the downside along with the rest of the S&P 500? That would be my guess because, MES is going down. What's Apple doing? Well, Apple's going crazy. Not on my chart, it ain't. Oh, there it goes. My chart just updated. It's actually bounced off the bottom, coming back up. All right, let's see what the other ones do. Amazon's popping up. Well, the trend is back up after the pullback on about half of them. The other half are still to the downside or flat. Nvidia's crashing out. Holy cow. Go look at Nvidia. Holy cow, it's under $200. Wow. I know we're not trading Nvidia here, but my gosh, look at that pullback. That's a meltdown there, boys. Nvidia. Santiago, 3,000. Whoo! Look at that, back up $75 again, right back down to where I was at, right? Here was that level I was looking for. I wanted to see it break and hold below this level. That's why I put that little hot pink dash line there. Oh, look. It's not holding it, though, is it? It's trying. It wants to go down to 34, which is clear down here at the bottom of my chart, down here, right? See what happens, right? There we go. There we go. Some of you say, why don't you use your take profit option? Well, I could do that, right? I can go down here and put this rate at, let's say I want to put it down here at 35, right? In case that spikes down there. All right, I'll do that. I'll bite, right? I'll make $137 if that happens to spike there. Hopefully it'll go down there and go past that so I can show you why you don't want to do that, right? Never limit your potential profit. Only limit your losses. Limit your downside. That's what you use stops for, right? Speaking of stops, I don't have my... I didn't click that button again, did I? I didn't lock in my... I've been sitting here without a stop. It doesn't matter. It's paper trade, but still, right? Didn't have a stop on this trade. Apple's went up to a double top. Now it's pulling back. But Amazon and all them are starting to pop. The other ones are kind of thinking about it. Yeah, that's a trash. Nvidia. Holy crap. I don't know if anybody's looked at Nvidia. I know we're not trading Nvidia. We're not trading stocks here, but still. Wait till you see that trade. All right. Look at that. Things went from 201.50, let's say, clear down to 196.30. Wow. It's at today's low, as a matter of fact, right now. Nvidia.
Any night bunny rabbit.
Wow.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, Nvidia is just a fad anyway, right? I've doubled my money on
MES is trying
Nvidia.
to break that level from the last wick. Oh, it just...
What wick? Which one? Yes? Here we go. We got 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. Let's see if this thing goes crazy on us, right? Wow, I didn't get no puzzle request or anything today on TikTok. What's up with that? They playing nice with us today. All right, still trying to go down. All right. It broke between that little line there. It hasn't broken held firmly yet. This is your confirmation candle below that level. I'm going to go ahead and delete that now before I'll forget. I really don't need that there. I didn't check it out myself. I do have a line at 830 3/4. So there's a level for you. How's that? All right. Nice pull to the downside. Had you got in on the break and hold like we talked about earlier, right? How much money would you be in right now? All right? Big money on a simple trading strategy, right?
139 ticks on MNQ right now, 180.
Yeah.
I just passed a comma on Q's. Thinks it's going down.
There we go. There's the break of the 9, break and hold of the 9. 72 ticks downside. At 12.50
I
a
got
tick.
in this right at the break and hold with 10 ES contracts. Yippee.
Let's go.
Woohoo,
What's the
way
next
to
level?
go.
What's the next level on ES that you guys have to the downside?
I have 68, 29, 75, but I'm sure there's something in between.
29. Okay.
That's 75 tick drop on that break and hold of the 9. Times 12.50 each. That is $937.50 per contract. Imagine if you had 10 of them. That's $9,375 just by clicking the mouse once.
And Q's at
That's a good amount of lunch
350.
money.
What's that, Ange?
That's a good amount of lunch money.
Yeah, you can do some things with that kind of money, right? You can go out to dinner. You can go to Taco Bell for sure. Get the family pack. It's like $21. Feed a family of 4 with that, or in my case, a family of 2, me and the wife.
Oh, look at that drop. Yes.
Look at that! Oh, you know what's that making babies cry everywhere. Oh, let's go! Let's get that trade going.
68, 25,
Let's get the whole
75.
barnyard involved. Here we go.
68, 25, 75. Got it.
Call 1,800 on that drop.
There you go. Good job, everyone.
Whee.
Guess who's not
68,
trading
25,
me.
75, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Thank you.
Look at that. Nvidia's still crashing, by the way.
Look at that bouncing off of her level. Bang.
Bang, bang.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Does
That
historical
was
levels
beautiful.
matter? I think so.
Go to VWAP. Come on.
How close are we to VWAP?
68,
Sorry,
21.
I can't see it on dang top step.
68, 21, 25.
68, 21, 25. Okay.
There it is. 618, 68.15 on a 1 minute chart.
Oh, yeah. I'm on a 2 minute.
Yep. Here it comes. You're going to break and hold below this level to be able to continue the downward trend with less than 2 minutes left. Can we do it? Can you do it?
Let's go.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
We need Esteban.
But see, Matthew disagrees with that.
All right.
Come on. Not showing confidence to the downside here, are we? Running out of time to the main. Got 45 seconds left, by the way. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us today. Watching our members, paid members, and probably some of you playing at home, making real money, making account changing. That there, if you had 10 contracts, you would be pushing 10 grand right now. Just from 324. 20 after 3 in 40 minutes. Would you like to make $10,000 in 40 minutes? Where else are you going to be able to do that? That's legal, right? You might still get more. So I thank you all for being here.
Had my stop too tight.
Hopefully you learned something, watched something. We were watching paint dry for the longest time, but you'll have days like that, right? But our members are making money. They know what to do with this because they've been trained. We have one here posted $3,367.80. Another one just posted $1,825 even, right? Good job, everybody. Look at that pull. Anyway, this concludes us today. Anybody you meet, come in contact with the rest of the day, make sure you try to lift them up and be an encourager, not a discourager, because that person that's smiling at you while they're talking, they may be going through the worst day in your life and you don't know it, right? Look at this go. Holy cow. I want to see this hit VWAP. We look. Well, now on an extended version of this program, let's see if we can hit VWAP. If we can hit VWAP, holy moly, if you'd have got in on the break and hold there. Let's see, what will we have? If I could hit VWAP, break and hold from there down to VWAP.
Holy crap.
That's 138 ticks. 138 times 1250 equals $1,700 times 10 contracts. That's $17,000 in 20 minutes if we can hit that.
I just paid for a really nice Christmas vacation.
There you go. Hey, I've seen that movie
Ange.
multiple times. There you go. Anyway, always be kind, rewind. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Be kind to other people you come in contact. Be an encourager, not a discourager. don't be like a boomer that you know, right? Try to lift people up. They come in contact with people tearing them down all day. Other than that, we will see you, tomorrow on the same time, same bat channel. Goodbye.
Where is this hit?